Welcome to Free Your Mind, an experiential daily practice designed to dissolve past programming and expand your awareness of your true self beyond the matrix illusion of fear, lack, and separation. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, close your eyes and let go of all memory and anticipation. Bring your full awareness to the now, this holy instant. The purpose of this practice is to enable you to bring unconditional and unwavering peace with you into any and every circumstance, and to heal distress and turmoil. This is not done through avoidance or seeking a haven of isolation for yourself. You are here to discover that peace is an intrinsic part of you and requires only that you be there in full consciousness to embrace any situation in which you are. And as you practice, you will learn that there is no limit to where you are, so that your peace is everywhere as you are. Now take one more deep, slow, full breath in. And as you exhale, allow your body and your mind to relax. And let's begin. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Today's lesson touches on the essence of the spiritual path. To recognize the real problem, one of being asleep in the dream matrix, and recognizing that there is only one solution: to awaken. Consider our earlier example of your nightly dreams, the dreams that you dream when you sleep. You may encounter different kinds of problems in your dreams, each requiring a different solution. At the level of the dream itself, the only way to solve the problems you're encountering is to make an outward journey, to go out to change something, manipulate something, get rid of something, or acquire something. These are the only options that are presented at the level of the dream consciousness. But these options all exclude the one choice that would resolve all problems simultaneously. And that choice is to become lucid and recognize that this is simply a dream. And in your recognition that it is a dream, you are fully liberated from the need to solve, change, manipulate, or control any aspect of the dream. You know that you are already and always safe. There is nothing that the dream can do, no problem it can present, that would actually have any effect on your true self, which is simply the witness of the dream. Today's lesson applies to all of the problems that confront you now in your daily life, and every problem that you may encounter in the future. The core principle we will focus on is to recognize the core essence of what we call problems in our life. A problem cannot be solved if you do not know what it really is. even if it is actually already solved, you will still have the problem because you cannot recognize that it has been solved. And this is the situation of the world. The problem of separation, which is really the only problem there is, has already been solved. But the solution is not recognized because the problem is not recognized. Everyone seems to have their own special problems. Yet in truth, the essence of these problems are all the same and must be recognized as the same if the one solution which solves them all is to be accepted. Who can see that their problems have been solved if they think the problem is something else? Even if they are given the answer, they cannot see its relevance. This is, in fact, the position in which you find yourself now, for as long as you identify with your dream character self. In reality, you already have the answer, but you are still uncertain about what the problem is. A long series of problems seems to confront you, and as one is settled, the next one and the next arise. There seems to be no end to them, and there is no time in which you feel completely free of problems and completely at peace. The temptation to regard all problems as different is the temptation to keep one problem that underlies them all unsolved. The world too seems to present you with a vast number of problems, each one requiring a different answer. This perception places you in a position in which your problem-solving skills will always be inadequate, and failure must be inevitable. No one could solve all the problems the world appears to hold. They seem to be on so many levels, in such varying forms and with such varied content, that they confront you with an impossible situation. This is the very reason why people feel overwhelmed, depressed, and unable to go on in life, because all of the countless problems seem to be impossible to solve. And yet, all of this complexity is but an illusion of the dream matrix. It is an attempt not to allow you to recognize the real problem and not to let it be solved. If you could recognize that your only problem is separation, no matter what form it takes, you could accept the answer because you would not lose sight of its relevance. Perceiving the underlying constant in all the problems that confront you, you would understand that you have the means to solve them all. And you would of course apply the means because you would recognize the problem. Here's another practical way to see all of this. There is never a problem but this one. Being here, but wanting to be somewhere else. Doing this, but wanting to do something else. Thinking or feeling this, but wanting to think or feel something else. It is this gap between what is and what you think or desire should be where all suffering is experienced. This gap is the separation. In this gap, you mentally separate yourself from what is, from the now, from the only thing that is certain. And you make an enemy out of what is, because it is not what your ego thought system says it should be. Now you are in a position of resisting the now, resisting the moment, resisting what is. You are at odds with life, and all that is here and now appears to be a problem to be solved because it is in the way of what apparently should be. The ego thought system says that to solve this problem, you must use your force to change the outer picture so that it matches what the voice in your head says it should be. In other words, you must work at the level of the problem and change it, control it, manipulate it. Whereas the voice of oneness says only, let go, trust, and let me show you. Whatever is unfolding here and now is not the problem. Whatever your ego voice determines is the problem is not the problem. The problem is that you believe the voice in your head, the voice of the ego thought system, the voice of the separation, and you assume that you cannot be at peace until you appease the demands of this voice. In truth, you do not need to appease the demands of the dream voice. You need only to awaken. The problem is already solved because this holy instant contains all that is needed for you to experience love and peace. Because each and every moment is already and always immersed in oneness. Because in each and every moment you are actually not the dream character self, but your true self. All that needs to unfold through you and out there in the world in order for life to continue to evolve will take place without your mental resistance, without your judgment and condemnation, and without you trying to make it different by separating from it. In today's practice period, you will ask what the problem is and what the answer to it is. Ask as if you are a little child, asking about this for the first time, and do not assume that you already know. Your goal is to integrate this clarity from the inside out. It is not enough to hear that the problem is separation. It is essential that your direct experience, given to you by your inner teacher, reveals this to you. Our practice will be successful to the extent to which we do not insist on defining the problem. Perhaps you will not succeed in letting all of your preconceived notions go, but this is not necessary. All that is necessary is to entertain some form of doubt about the reality of your version of what your problems are. And in the spirit of doubt of what you thought they were, ask your inner teacher to reveal to you what the problem really is. Let's practice. So take a deep breath now. Fill your belly, chest, and all the way to the top. And as you exhale, let go of all of the concepts and open your awareness to this holy instant now. Be fully present and available for this. And begin with beholding your intention to recognize the essence underlying all problems of which you are aware, so that the problem and the answer can be brought together and you can be at peace. Feel your intention now. Hold it in your awareness. And repeat several times slowly as you continue to presence your intention. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. And now behold the problems that you believe confront you in your life. Allow them into your awareness like a procession passing by as you witness them. The problems in relationship, the problems in finances, the problems in the economy of the world, and whatever personal problems seem to be most important and urgent to you. And as you behold them all in your awareness, say to yourself, perhaps I don't really know what the essence of my problems really is. And I would like to have it be revealed to me. Open your awareness in innocence and in purity of intent. Try to free your mind now of all the different kinds of problems that you think you have. And be open to recognize that you have only one problem, which you have failed to recognize before. Having prepared your mind in this way, now ask, what is the real problem? And wait for the answer. Take the next 3 minutes to ask and receive as you stay present, aware, and lucid. You are asking this of your inner teacher, of the Holy Spirit within you, of your higher self. What is the real problem that I'm experiencing? Do this now. the next 3 minutes to ask for the solution to this problem and have confidence that you will be told. Again, ask with innocence and purity of intent, and open your inner listening to hear the answer. Do this now. As you approach the completion of this practice period, take a deep breath now. Fill it all the way to the top and hold your breath at the top. As you hold the intention to integrate this practice, your insights, and the new ways of perceiving into your thought system. And as you exhale now, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this idea with you into the rest of your day. Today's shorter practice periods will not be set by time, but by need. You will see many problems today, each one calling for an answer. Direct your efforts towards recognizing that there is only one problem and only one answer. In this recognition are all problems solved. In this recognition is peace. So be not deceived by the forms of problems today. Whenever any difficulty seems to arise, tell yourself quickly, let me recognize this problem so it can be solved. Then try to suspend all judgment about what the problem is And if possible, close your eyes for a moment and ask what it is. You will be heard, and you will be answered. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice, please share your experience in the comment section. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to continue the journey. May you be at peace and know your true self.